Hello, everyone, and welcome to the WMO. This is the Friday WMO, and today is the final WMO men's season. It's the final qualifier. The winner of today will head to the knockout stage. Hello, Chef CCT in the chat room. Esports Junkie, Wosen, Loco, Mary. Wow, Pog Almighty. I've never seen your name before. But guys, again, this is the final qualifier in the men's season. We have the disabled Tron competing for the very first time. We got the Blake, the Esports DM, and Urthly. So guys, with that being said, hello Japan. Hi. So if you've never seen our game before, hello, I spot you drop in the chat room. That man is headed to the championship month, the knockout stage. The knockout stage is in June, and guys, that's when things get very Pog Almighty. And by that, I mean shit gets crazy. We've announced exactly who's going to be in our big-time final show. Our version of WrestleMania is called Saga Gather, the Finale 2. We've had one already. We had it with Casey Tron, Invader V, and Mia Malkova. In that stream, it was for the WMO Undisputed Men's Championship belt. There you go. There it is. This right here is what Scumbag, Tribute 17, and Japani Jones were competing for. Scumbag won. Mia Malkova crowned our champion. This October 10th, it will be the winner of this men's season versus Scumbag for the ultimate prize and a large cash prize that will soon be announced. So with that being said, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Get ready for a game of verbal and psychological strategy. Get ready for a game unlike any other. Get ready for the WMO.
Show, we think not. This is WMO, the ultimate personality show.
Yes, again, this is it, baby. This is the final qualifier of the men's WMO season. Yes, 3 months is about to come to a conclusion. Right now, 2 months worth of actual qualifiers, and we are headed to the championship month, which is June. Guys, get fired up in the fucking chat room. This is fucking it. This is it. These men are competing for the WMO Undisputed Championship belt and money. Money will absolutely be on the line because being the champion matters. Yes, your current champion, Scumbag, won $1,337 and a belt worth just as much. And that man is our current champion because he knows the game. It took him 1 year to get to our big finale show, and he took the title. So now we gotta figure out who's gonna be the #1 contender to face Scumbag in the Mega Show on October 10th. But tonight, we're gonna figure out who's gonna advance in this epic men's tournament. 2 months of qualifiers. Very first time the disabled Tron will ever be competing. It is also the Esports DM first time. So here we go. Let's figure this out. Let's get ready. Yeah, baby! I am praying that my shit does not crash. You know, when we were trying to do this stream, we do a lot of graphics, a lot of production, but it is what it is. My computer is a load of shit. It's trash. It's horrendous. But as long as it doesn't crash this time, Pog Almighty, I will be happy and I'll be good. So let's see if I crash today. But you know what? I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Dope Builds Gaming is my point judge, but let's start getting to the announcements right now. Here we go. I like scaring my judges. Just what I do. It's what I do. It's what I do. But anyway, let's see if I can scare him. Pog Almighty. Where we go. Click, click. Yeah, buddy. You ready? I'm fucking ready. Let's fucking go. Here we go, guys. And now. All right, guys. I am live. I am live. Pog Almighty. Here we go. All right. So, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get this fucking shit started. Coming up first. You know what? We found her through a mutual friend. And Pog Almighty, she's badass. And we saw her on the Pog Almighty podcast. Got kicked, but you know what? Fuck it. Content is content, and she is fun. Welcome, DaniValentyne, to WMO.
Hey, what's up, Chad? Hello, friends. I'm here for friendship and judging.
Nice. Well, I've never had anyone say friendship and judging, but I'm about it. I am fucking about it. So, DaniValentyne, there's a question I normally ask. Are you ready for tonight?
I am so ready. I was born ready. My whole body is ready. Every cell, every fiber.
Can anyone say sound bite? Let's fucking go. All right. Coming up next, you know what? Again, you know, everyone told me about her. And you know what? I saw her on other podcasts, and I'm like, listen, I gotta have her on. She's gotta learn about the WMO. So, welcome Bosnian to WMO.
What's up? Thank you for having me. I'm ready too. I was born ready. I had some caffeine. I had some food. Let's fucking go, baby.
Nice. I love it. Now, you know what? If I feel like everyone here is fired up and ready to go. So, I mean, Bosnian, I guess I'm going to ask you the same question. Are you ready for tonight?
Yes, I am freaking ready, man.
Woo!
I'm ready to judge people.
Yeah, I love that fire. Let's go. I'm fucking afraid for these guys right now. All right.
I know, fingers crossed.
Woo!
I will make you cry, though.
Coming up next, you know what? We had to have her back on. She's Pog Almighty. It was badass the last time she was on, and she legitimately said, hey, no one's gonna like me. Your chatter's gonna fucking hate me. Well, you know what? Whatever. She is back. Welcome, KatElise, to WMO.
Back. It's me. Hi.
Kat, how you doing? How's everything?
I haven't slept, and I'm on season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix, and it's just been a great day.
Well, you sound fired up because of The Last Airbender. I don't know. I'm bad with, like, anime stuff. I don't know what it is. I'm bad with that. Is it anime?
It's an American cartoon.
It's American cartoon.
It's good.
All right. Well, before I dig myself into a hole, you know, it is what it is. And I'm just bad when it comes to like I'm so bad. The last cartoon I remember is Rugrats. Does anyone here remember Rugrats?
Ooh, that was
I
such a good
do.
show.
I
I
love
loved
that
it.
show.
Yeah, I grew up on that.
Thank you, Manic, for that. Manic always comes prepared. All right, but anyway, KatElise, are you ready for tonight?
I think I bought enough alcohol, so
Oh, shit.
yes, hopefully. I might
Bog
go
Almighty. Bog Almighty, she's definitely ready. All right, and as always, your point judges in the background, just here to Dope Builds Gaming, and oh man, Chaotic Old Boy, hell yeah. All right, and again, your referee on stream, we got 2 today, Pog Almighty, Doc STN, and Stein. How the hell are you guys doing? That's
I'm fucking outstanding today, Saga,
I'm
but
ready
you know,
real
I'm
quick.
just ready to fucking go for
I'm
it.
gonna put my cat down.
You know what I like is like Doc just motioned and like nobody could see him.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Everybody in the
Pog
whereby could see me, but that's all right, Saga. You're a boomer.
Oh,
We
no,
get
it's
it.
the whereby. You know, it's not anyone in the chat room. It's just they just see me react because it's just the weird hand motion. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, God.
Thank you, man. It's fucking A.
That's literally, that song is like the epitome of working with Saga. Just every other minute or so, it's just kind of like, that shit goes off, and it's like, fuck me, dude.
Well,
But
it is what it is. But anyway, Stein, man, it's you haven't refereed for a while, man. How the hell are you doing?
Hey, I'm absolutely perfect. Thank you for having me on here. It's gonna be a good show, and fuck you, Saga. But you know what?
Well, that's if you guys want to know what it's like being a mod for me, it's basically a hey boomer, hey fuckhead, hey. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's the kind of communication we have. But it is what it is. All right, and also the producer in the background, the man with the Pog Almighty buttons, Manic. Dude, how the hell are you doing?
Yo, what's going on? Good to see everyone again. Hope we have a nice, clean, vicious fight tonight, because I need some of this content in my life. So y'all better bring it, judges. Thank you for appearing, and let's get this show on the road. Thank you again, Saga.
Nice, I love it. And by the way, Socks, I haven't seen you in quite some time. Send me a DM, and he's asking me what we're doing for breakfast. What are you trying to say? But anyway, all right, so that's it. I think that's everyone, and you know what? Let's get this fucking shit started. Pog Almighty is the final qualifier of the men's 2020 season. Yes. A lot of claps. Nobody's clapping except for Kat and Daddy. Pog Almighty, just kidding. All right, but anyway, so what we're saying is this is the final men's qualifier of the 2020 season. After this, we're not having another men's qualifying season until 2021. You literally have one season to make this shit work, and if it does not work, see you next year. That is it. You have one shot at the title, and that is all you get. All right, here we go. Coming up first, this man's been on a lot of podcasts. He was on my Pog Almighty podcast, and you know what? Very good debater. So you know what? Let's see how well he does today. Welcome, Blake, the Esports DM, to WMO.
Hello, Saga. Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies. You're all looking wonderful tonight. Happy to be on the show. I don't know if I'm a really good debater, but I mean, I feel like the competition is a little bit low tonight, so we're good. We have Urthly on here. We'll be okay, I think. Hopefully you're all having a good night. So, and it's lovely to see you all.
Woo! You know what, Blake? I haven't had an intro like that in quite some time. Normally it's like, hi, fuck everyone. That's pretty much it. They go full craziness. But dude, I feel like there was a little bit of suave, like, hey, I'm here to shut shit down kind of feel. So a little bit different. You know what? I take that back. Smacked gave me a little bit of that the last time he was on the WMO. But Blake, great having you on. Are you ready for tonight?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've been watching your show a long time. I'm happy that you asked me to be on here, and I'm ready to get shit rolling.
Yes, I love it. Here we go. Oh boy, man, this could be badass. I'm excited for this. Coming up next, this man was my second final boss ever, technically. And we found him from a mutual friend. He's been with us for over a year, and he wanted to have an opportunity to compete. So we said, Pog Almighty, Let's do it and see how well he does. Welcome the disabled Tron to WMO.
Hi.
Yo my fam, I am locked and ready to rock. Let's get it on.
Woo! I love it, man.
Hey.
Tron, as always, it is good having you on. Normally, you're my final boss, and you were actually my final boss for the women's season. Oh, man. This guy goes full Tron mode, and you know, again, Tron, as always, great having you on. You better have that text speech ready for when I ask you, are you ready for tonight, good buddy? All right. Coming up next. Yes, thank you very much, by the way, for the host, and thank you for that host, Danny. Thank you. I'm going to say thank you to a lot of people here. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Danny. Where we at here? Just a lot of people hosting me. I mean, you guys are all badass. Fucking love you all. Thank you, thank you. All right. Coming up next. This man competed 1 week ago. And controversial ending. We actually have a rule book, and we got a guideline, and we could not go back on the actual scorecard on this entire thing because it would have pushed back our month. So we said, listen, the best way to do this is to break up the men that were a part of that particular verbal fight. We call this a personality fight and a verbal fight, but it is what it is. So what we did was we broke them up, and here he is, his second opportunity. Welcome, Urthly, to WMO.
Hey, I'm happy to be back here. Last time, I felt like I did a pretty good job. I had a lot of fun, and I tried to actually use Fated strategy for this one, but KatElise rejected me.
Oh, damn. Well, you know what? The one thing with the WMO is every match is different, which means you cannot judge based off of a previous showing. Everything is always fresh. Nothing, really, it's in our rule book. Nothing could ever be brought up from a previous match. Everything is fresh. It is the ultimate personality show. And whatever personality you bring on that day is judged by that content. So, Urthly, are you ready for tonight?
Yeah.
Woo! I thought he was muted at first. I was like, no! My audio died again!
Yeah.
Fuck! Alright.
Oh my god.
Well,
I'm still here.
Here we go. With that being said, oh boy. And by the way, hello Trip Tank in the chat room. Already messing with socks. There we go. All right.
Trip.
So, with that being said, Doc STN, please give my competitors of the final qualifier, the men's WMO 2020 season, those oh so good words.
All right, welcome everybody to the qualifier, as Saga said. Blake, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah. Tron, are you ready? Hell yeah. Urthly, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, let's get it on.
All right, that's it. You know what? Here we go. The way we're going to do this is we're going to start off with DaniValentyne, Bosnian, and KatElise, and we're going to start off with answers from Blake, the Disabled Tron, and Urthly. All right, guys, you guys are armed with 1 roast, 2 timeouts, and 2 rebuttals. Your rebuttals are 2 minutes apiece. Your roast is 1 30-second roast. Use it wisely. Guys, this is the final qualifier of the men's WMO 2020 season. Get ready. Round 1 is about to begin. we are back. All right, so let's pray to God that my computer doesn't take a massive shit. But anyway, round 1 is 20 minutes. Here we go. DaniValentyne, when you start the question, I will start the round 1 timer. Round 1's 20 minutes, round 2 is 10 minutes, and then the final stand, final boss is round 3, and that's it. Here we go. DaniValentyne.
I gotta pick that one too.
All right, so my question is, what is your favorite movie?
All right, we're starting off modest, and I love it. All right, Blake, what is on your mind?
Okay, so I actually have a couple, but if I had to pick like the top one, it's called The Sting. It's a really, really old movie, and like this is like really showing kind of like an age gap here, because it must have been done by like the 70s or maybe even the 80s, but it's a Robert Redford movie. And if you've ever seen Robert Redford, he is one sexy dude. But in the movie, the premise of it is they're pulling a scam on a mafia boss. So it's like one of the first old movies where they kind of go through and they set up this very, very elaborate scam, and it has like a double ending at the end, and it's really, really good. And the way that it's almost like an Inception ending, the way that it kind of goes through. And by the time you get to the end, you're like, holy fuck, what just happened? So that's probably one of my top movies. The second one, though, if I had to pick that, would be Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is another really old movie with Clint Eastwood. If you like Clint Eastwood movies, the reason I like that movie, it's arguably an okay or good movie, but they have these really good lines in it that are like one-liners. So there's like this one line where he has like they point, like one dude has a gun to him, he's like, there's two kind of people in the world, those who have guns and those who don't, which is just hilarious when you think about it. So it's just a really great moment where you get to show these very elaborate characters and stuff like that. What's your favorite movie, Danny?
My favorite movie is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's a movie.
Why is it?
Huh?
Sorry, why is it your favorite movie? What's it about?
Oh yeah, so this is a movie from the 2000s. It has like a lot of great actors during their peak: Jim Carrey, Kristen Dunst, Mark Ruffalo. But it's also a mind-fucking movie where like you watch it the first time and you're like, oh, I didn't understand what was going on. So you watch it again, and it kind of goes in a sequence, and it makes you just understand how important it is to keep the life experiences. And
Are psychological movies something that are like really important to you when you watch movies? Are those the things that you look for?
yeah, because I'm a movie buff, so I feel like you can really tell a lot by someone's favorite movie.
Oh God, what did you hear about my favorite movie? What did it tell you about me?
I mean, Clint Eastwood is a good actor, and a lot of the stuff he's been in has been really good. So, I'm impressed. I like it.
So I'm okay on the movie buff there. Those were good
Yeah.
enough answers. That
No,
you're
yeah,
like,
those are good.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Especially with the
Okay, awesome.
explanations, and again, we both like mindfucky things that you have to kind of rewatch, and you're like, whoa.
So did you like Inception then? Because that's a really good psychological movie too that like kind of goes through.
It had a lot of loopholes in it that were kind of more for the artistic take, but I think it was pretty decent. I liked it. It was beautifully orchestrated and very insightful.
Okay. What about Shutter Island? I mean, these are both Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah,
movies, which is kind of unfair, but they're both really mindfucky movies, which I think is really good.
Yeah, so that one I thought was good, but again, it was kind of like a cop-out kind of answer. It's like, oh, well, that's what it was all along, but JK was actually this. But JK, it was actually this.
Do you have a way that you would have liked to see it end? Like differently?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just afraid to kind of guide the audience in what someone wants them to believe, and leaving it so open-ended kind of just felt like, well, why not just go with it? That he is the mental patient that actually was the one that was trying to solve his own case because he went insane because of what happened with his wife.
Yeah. Now you mentioned you're into movies. Is that something that you would like? Like, did you ever want to do like work in movies or work in film?
Yeah, so I went to acting classes. I've done a couple music videos. I've done a couple short films, and I wanted to do script writing, and I did have a script that I still want to work on eventually, maybe.
Can you link the script a little bit? Can you give us like an insight?
So I'll just say this. It's a mixture of Batman the Dark Knight, Lucy, Stranger Things, and The Matrix.
I can't even imagine what that would look like. That must be incredible.
It's a crazy movie with so many
All right,
layers.
time out.
All right, we got a timeout. We're moving forward.
Denied.
Disable Tron, you are
I'm
next.
fucking bored.
What's up? Is
A
this
tough
shit working
one.
again?
There's one childhood favorite.
God.
It's
Thank
called
fuck.
Dune. It's a sci-fi. It's basically about a substance called spice. and two factions trying to take over the planet Dune. It's a 1978 film, but I was born in 82.
Oh shit, okay. That sounds interesting. I like that. So, are you more into like sci-fi movies? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Would you say that maybe 70s movies were more creative than like movies nowadays? Yeah. I feel like nowadays movies are mostly just like freaking sequels or something like that, or they're not even like actual original things anymore.
All right, we're slowing down. Earthly, you are next.
So my like favorite movie that comes off the top of my head is Pom Poko. It's a very weird outlier in like all of the Studio Ghibli movies because it's about these tanuki that can use their balls to transform, and it's like
They're like
it's really interesting because it has like a good environmentalist message, like they're stopping all these construction projects and stuff. And like on one hand, I like it because I really care about the environment. And on the other hand, I just like it because it's really funny to watch like a Studio Ghibli movie where raccoons are using their scrotums
Time
to
out.
transform.
Nice. Well, we're moving forward. There we
No.
go. All right, Bosnian, what question do you have for my competitors?
You know, I really want to go with the question I would ask on another podcast, but let me see. Which person has had the most influence on your life? How did they influence you, and what impact has it had?
Very nice. We're going to start off with Earthly. We're going Earthly, Blake, and the disabled Tron. So, Earthly, go right ahead.
One of the people that was most influential on me was actually my anthropology professor. He was a really funny guy. He kind of looked like a Dragon Ball Z character, like the little bald
I'm
dude
up.
with the big beard. Like
All right, there it is. We got a timeout. We're going forward. Blake, you are next.
Okay, so if I had to say, like, this is very cliche, okay, but it's my dad. And, like, as cliche as that sounds, obviously, being, like, my dad, it's mostly because of, like, my family didn't have, like, I didn't have, like, a lot of good role models in my life. And so my dad was, like, really influential. And I actually went to college with my fucking dad, which is by far one of the weirdest things you could ever do.
Oh, wait, we're pausing the round timer. There we go. Oh, yes. Here we go. Pausing it right now at 13 minutes and 1 second. Your 30-second roast starts now.
Listen, Blake, I've seen you on a lot of shows, and I don't buy that you've had a single bad influence in your entire fucking life, dude. You are one of the most clean-cut people on this goddamn platform. Done.
Let's go!
Oh my
man, oh man! All right, well, the roast negates the rest of the answers, so we are moving forward. Tron, you have the floor. Now, to make this fair, we do have Tron on a time limit because he is going through TTS.
I'm sorry, but can you repeat?
Which person has had the most influence on your life, and then how and why did they impact you in a positive or a negative way? It doesn't have to necessarily be positive.
All right, guys, he is typing out his answers. We're doing it special. We're actually keeping Tron towards the back of answers so that way he has time to do his TTS.
Let's go.
All right, you got
I mean,
this,
like, let's go,
Tron.
like,
Keep
that's
doing
good,
your
like-
thing.
We believe.
I believe I can fly. I'm kidding. I can't fly, but it's all good. It's like I can't fly.
I can't fly either.
I wish. I used to think as a kid, like, I could fly. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna be like a bird and like fly off one day, and that clearly never happened.
How are you
Did you ever
doing,
try-
Charlie, in the chat room?
Did you ever do the Mary Poppins thing?
Yeah. So bad. Did you?
All right, Tron, you do have 30 seconds left. You got to get through this, buddy. We got you.
Probably mom for positive because she taught me everything.
Aw. That's a
Aw.
cute answer.
Oh, I
is
love that
wholesome.
so much.
That was actually wholesome. Pog Almighty. Okay. All right. So we're moving forward. Kat, what question do you have for my competitors?
Since we're on this platform, what is one really bad or unfair thing you would change about Twitch? How and why?
All right. So we're going to go to Blake and then we're going to go to Urthly and Tron. So, Blake, go right ahead.
If I had to pick an unfair thing to look at on Twitch, it's probably the way that they treat individual creators. And I know part of it is maybe like there's a lot of business and why it's maybe unfair, why they can justify doing it. And like, but that doesn't matter. You didn't ask that, like whether or not it's actually doable. You asked, what would I change? So if I could magically change anything, it would be that they would have more staff to actually collaborate and work with all the different creators. So that way, when things happen like bans and stuff like that, they're actually personalized instead of getting a shitty ass letter that is just a generated copy that everyone literally gets. So you feel like, I don't know, something like the IRS might send you, right? You're like, oh, hey, here's this little letter you got from the IRS or the proverbial government of Twitch, where they just sit there and they're gonna send you something that you know every single other motherfucker got, right? You're just you're no one special. You're just some like basically wasteland person that they throw out there. And so if I could change anything, I'd make it so that way they could probably go in and work with different creators and actually have personalization with them, and they would fix them and then maybe care more about their fucking platform and do something with it to where they would prop it up, right? I think that's what I would change. What about you? What do you think is like the most important thing?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree with that one. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. There's a whole lot of things that I have on my list, but that is definitely one of them that I can agree with.
Do you think that Twitch doesn't put enough time into their platform? Because that's something that I've noticed. It feels like Amazon basically looks at Twitch like, oh, you're like the second or third cousin. You can go off and do whatever you want, and we're just gonna leave you alone, rather than actually taking a moment to like spend time with it.
That's true.
It's
Yeah,
starting
that's true.
to become a platform that where numbers talk more than anything else, not the personality or the content. So that's what's an awkward line.
Do you think that eventually people will start moving to like YouTube or Mixer if they start caring more about their people? Is that something you could ever see doing?
I don't think so, because isn't Mixer much stricter than Twitch with regards to like what you can stream and like what you can say and stuff?
They're a bit more sexist in their rules.
That's the thing, is that you have people moving to YouTube, you have people moving to Mixer, you have people moving to all these other places because those platforms are paying their creators to go there versus taking half the revenue in the first place.
You also have to think Mixer has really deep pockets because it's Microsoft money.
Oh.
But so does YouTube. YouTube has Google, right? Like Google is something that is like functionally, it's almost unlimitless, right? Like Google is by far one of the biggest platforms out there. Could you see yourself moving to like YouTube, Kat? Is that something you could ever see? Like, oh, hey, there's this other platform has good video stuff. Like if they started caring more and fix up their UI, would you switch over to like YouTube?
If everything on Twitch was suddenly just gone, like the connections and people that I've met through Twitch just didn't use Twitch anymore, yeah, probably. Like all of my stuff that's on Twitch, I don't stream on Twitch for like the whole lot of numbers or all that kind of shit. I literally have emotes and panels and shit because I'm like, oh fuck, I have subs and I don't want them to be subbed for nothing. So we're gonna add some shit for them to enjoy. So
it's mostly like extra content to supplement like your fans and stuff like that who are already kind of giving you money. That's how you kind of look at it.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole, damn, these people just gave me money out of their hard-earned pockets. I at least want to make it to where they have something that they enjoy looking at and hanging out and having their emotes to use and stuff. I don't want them to have
so you would be like a prime contestant for like YouTube to come in and be like, oh, we fixed our platform. We're going to offer you all of these things. And you'd probably be really easy for them to come to and get to flip really easily.
Because like all the people that I've met on here weren't on Twitch anymore.
Yeah. So does it have to do with collaboration then, like collaborating with like different people or hanging out with them and stuff like that?
More like I have people that have been subbed for months and months and months and months and months, and suddenly their sub train is gone. They've been subbed for like 30 months in a row, and it's like, oh, by the way, fuck your 30-month sub train. I'm gonna move to a different platform.
That's
like
fair. That's fair.
Viewers at that point to me.
So they would have to offer you something really, really good for your viewers that would be like much better than Twitch. Then, like if they offered you some different like benefits, like more interactivity or more ways for your chat to interact that outweighed something like a sub train, then that's how they would have to try to get you, right?
don't think so, simply because I can't see myself being at that level for them to offer me anything. So that's why I'm like not really there mentally to even know what I would.
Do you think that Twitch should care more about like smaller creators and trying to push them forward and get their platform going?
Sometimes it's just a back and forth area between it, because some people feel a little too entitled to extra time, whereas others do deserve the extra time, but they don't get enough credit for it. So it's that gray area of who can say deserves what, who needs to be boosted for what.
Okay, I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Someone who's going to do something really fucking bad later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard. How do you deal with the bans thing, you think, then? Because obviously having more people would be the way to go about that. Can you think of a way that isn't like that, that would maybe they could put more time into fixing that solution?
That's something I just don't think that I have an answer for at all. I feel like the ban system that they use is so intricate and sensitive that I can't really see how they can really fix it right now, because it's so fucking all over the place.
Yeah, that's the scary thought, though, isn't it? Isn't it terrifying to think like, wow, this could be so fucked that there's no way that they can actually go about and fix this, that there's nothing that they can do anymore?
Like, oh, we're gonna manually review it, because at this point, I'm pretty sure there's just a bot. If if someone gets mass reported, it's just gonna be a bot ban. Honestly, that's how I fucking feel at this point.
I think it is too. Do you think that they should make it so that way mass reporting doesn't lead to a ban? Do you think that that would be a solution, or do you think that there's a chance that that's just too risky?
That gray area again, though, because what if someone's mass reporting something that's really bad? For example, Ninja had that thing happen on his channel after he moved, and that got mass reported after hours and hours and hours of it going on. And then it was like, oh, this is a serious mass report versus a not serious mass report where people are being asked.
So it's just, do we err on the side of caution, or do we err on the side of like protecting the platform, I guess?
Rebuttal.
Yes, I am pausing the timer. Oh yes, and your 2-minute rebuttal starts now.
Caution and protecting the platform are literally the same thing. Twitch gets a ton of money from advertisers because half the fucking people on this platform get affiliate anyways, because, you know, it doesn't really take that much. You just have to watch yourself on your phone and your laptop. And so they just make a lot of money by running ads from those people, because half of the time those people don't get subs anyway, because they're still just watching themselves from their phone and laptop. That's literally like 90%
What evidence do you have of this? What evidence do you have that they make a significant amount of money off
How
of
else do you think that having like 10 viewers?
What numbers, not your feelings, your feelings when you're
What do
talking
you mean feelings? I just gave you numbers.
What objectives?
I gave you
me
numbers.
actual hard numbers. Give me data. Give me
You're
something that you can
gaslighting me
actually
hardcore right
prove.
now, dude.
Because right now, all you're telling me are your feelings, and no one cares.
I just told you numbers, and you're trying to tell me that I'm telling you about my feelings. You're literally lying and gaslighting me.
Give me some actual numbers. Give me some statistics, right? Where have you found these statistics? Because right now you're saying, oh, all affiliates suddenly get ad revenue. How much ad revenue is coming from them?
I'm saying Twitch makes ad revenue off of them because they never make the fucking payout. That's why
they don't get any viewers, they don't make any ad revenue off of them. That's not how that works, right? Ad revenue is based on clicks, okay? Like that's how a lot of the ad revenue is done. I don't know if you know how ads work, okay? But when advertisers pay a company, they're expecting some level of click-through, and if they don't get it, they can monitor that, and then they just don't give them ads anymore. That's how ads generally work. So guess what? These affiliates aren't helping ad companies because they're not making any money. So what you're saying is totally bullshit, right? And you have no proof to back it up.
That is a good point, because a lot of the ad revenue does come from like the bigger streamers, obviously. But I mean, you still have to take into account that these people are like watching themselves on like 5 different devices. That's at least 5 ads every time these people go live and like want to refresh and check their viewer count, blah, blah, blah. I should have said done a while ago.
Have you watched ads? Like,
all right, that's done. Hey, Blake, it's done.
Well, that's it, yes, and we're putting the Pog Almighty. That was badass, yes. All right, but with that being said, there is 3 minutes and 54 seconds left. Here we go. Urthly, you're next. Go right ahead.
You should get more money for subs. I think since Twitch is letting anybody and their fucking mom get affiliate and they get their 2 subs.
Time out, we're going forward. The disabled fraud, you are next.
Oh shit.
Okay, so in my case, Twitch needs to make it easier for guys and girls with disabilities to be discoverable and have the tools to help him or her to speak, hear, and see the platform and the viewers.
Yes.
I agree with that 100%.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Well said. Well said. All right, I'm going to pause the round timer, and this is the part of the show where, Doc, you let our competitors know what they have left for an arsenal. There's literally only 3 minutes and 15 seconds left before we eliminate one of these guys.
All right, so Blake, you have 1 timeout, 2 rebuttals, and 1 roast left. Tron, you have 2 rebuttals and 1 roast. Urthly, you have 1 timeout and 1 rebuttal left.
All right.
Oh,
All right. So
damn.
we're going right to Danny. And here we go. Danny, when you've dropped the Pogo Mighty question, I'm going to go Urthly, Blake, and Tron. So we're doing it in that order. So here we go. Danny, what question do you have for my competitors?
What is the most exotic dish you've ever tried?
Urthly, you have the floor.
For me, it was probably squid. You know, I live relatively close to this Thai restaurant where they have a lot of it's one of the top-rated restaurants.
Whoa, there we go. We got a rebuttal and pausing the round timer. Yeah, buddy. Your rebuttal starts now.
Imagine thinking squid is somehow an
You
exotic.
think that
Yo, I was
squid?
gonna say
Okay,
that.
you don't think the average American has tried something more exotic than squid? Like, just think about the average person you know.
I feel
Squid
like
is still up
calamari.
there. Like, that puts me in
No,
the top
no, it
like,
isn't.
10%,
No.
you know?
Squid
I
is
feel
not
like
squid.
I'm
is
sorry you
amazing.
live around all these
If
fucking
you can
bougie
buy
people
it
and
in
out of touch.
Walmart,
You're out
if
of
you can
touch with
buy
the
it in
average
Walmart,
American,
it's
Blake.
not
If you don't think
exotic,
squid is
okay?
bougie for the
Not
average
exotic.
American, Blake, you're out of
Squid.
touch, dude. You're some rich
Okay.
fuck living out in California
Maybe
somewhere.
Rich
You don't know
fuck,
anything
shut
about
the
the
hell up.
average American.
Considering you said squid is exotic when you could literally buy it in Walmart, that means it's available to your average Americans who shop mostly at Walmart. Therefore, what you're
Yeah,
saying,
Walmart also specializes in stocking literally fucking everything. Of course, they're going to stack stuff that would be considered exotic by the average person's standards.
that's
Can
not
I say-
exotic then, though. If it's
Can I say
normal,
something?
Yeah,
They have
Okay,
you're allowed
so
to jump in. Go
Walmart.
ahead.
Wait, what's going on? Are we still going?
Wait. I'm pausing the rebuttal clock really quick, and I'm going to add 3 more seconds to it because of that pause. Bosnian had a question. During a rebuttal, all the judges can chime in. So you're good.
Hey,
So
lit.
So again, we're actually going to put 5 seconds back on the rebuttal clock because I did draw down some time. So there's 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Guys, go.
Go, Bosnian.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
me?
Yes, yes,
I
go,
was
go.
gonna say, dude, if that shit's available in Bosnia, I don't think it's that exotic because Bosnia has like beef, chicken, and fucking nothing else. And
Point
squid
further
and
prove
fish.
it. It's not exotic. It might
Yeah,
be
that's
exotic
just
for you,
what
but it's not
It
exotic.
depends on how you eat the
Depends on
squid.
how
It's
as well,
exotic for the
yeah.
average American. You have to think of this relative to American culture. When you're asking somebody if they've done something exotic, that's going to be relative to whatever culture they're in.
Where was this Thai restaurant at? Like, what was it in some like huge ass city? Like, is that it? Like, that's you went to a huge city and you saw a
Wait,
Thai
what?
restaurant and suddenly that's exotic? That's not exotic. You can get squid anywhere.
Was it
Kat wants to
fried?
say something.
Or raw?
It was
Kat?
raw.
No, was it raw? The squid?
Or calamari fried.
Yeah,
I feel like that's more exotic then, because calamari is
exactly.
Calamari is the entire
like
thing.
raw
Yeah.
squid. Like I feel like that's not that. Okay, so you're right. It is exotic. I retract my statement.
Raw squid is exotic, but if it's
Yeah.
not, yeah, then that's not.
Calamari though.
I don't know.
like,
This is
common.
also like a weird question because the definition of exotic is objective
And
to
that's
or
the end of
subjective
the
to the
rebuttal
observer.
clock. There we go. Paul Almighty. That was different, and I loved it. Yes. All right. So, okay, we're moving forward, and there's 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in round 1. So, Blake, go right ahead. You have the floor.
Most exotic food that I have had is I don't consider this very exotic, but I would have to say frog legs. So I'm going to clarify that I don't think that this is very exotic, okay? But for me, that's what I would clarify. I'm not going to make some grand statement that this is the most exotic thing I've ever like in the world, okay? Like it's some big deal. I feel like frog legs are pretty common to have. I have had raw ground beef if that's exotic, tartare, though I don't really think that that's honestly that exotic either, but it's kind of weird and has a really weird texture. I think raw fish is pretty normal to eat in different places,
Right.
especially if you go like sushi restaurants or any sort of like Chinese Thai restaurants. I feel like finding any sort of raw fish is there, whereas tartar, I would say, is probably not as common. And I don't know why anyone would actually probably want to eat that most of the time because it's fucking weird.
I mean, I've
So-
had like fish soup with like actual eating the eye, so that's why I mean, like that's exotic for me because that's not common. And I've also had uni as well.
The exotic things that were in my family, I never wanted to actually try. So like a beef tongue soup was one of the ones
Yeah,
that
I also eat a lot of beef tongue.
I have a Polish background, and I guess that was something that was really popular. Was like cow tongue soup, and I think that's like the horror stories my dad told. Which it was funny bringing him up. He was a really good dad considering my mom was a drug addict. So I'm really happy that he got to avoid some of the stuff like cow tongue soup and stuff like that. So because he worked really hard and he went back to college almost later, and that was a really good thing. But cow tongue soup, I'm happy I got to avoid because that would have been fucking weird. What's the most exotic?
Delicious. It's actually delicious.
And
Cow tongue
tacos,
is actually
apparently
really
it's, like,
tender
super good.
and it's really tasty. And if you prepare it with a lot of seasonings, oh, it's really good. I'm Mexican, so that's one of our staples.
Okay. Okay. Do they boil it too?
I don't know how they cook it, but all I know is fucking good.
Maybe it's the way that it's cooked. He used to say that they used to boil it, and it used to be like really tough, and you would try to like chew on it and swallow it, and you could see that right there.
We are pausing the round timer. Oh boy, here we go. Your 2-minute rebuttal starts now.
I'm sorry, but your answer is taking way too fucking long. Done.
That's it. Oh shit, you gotta love it.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're going forward. There's 46 seconds left in the round. So Tron, you have the floor. What is on your mind? I like this tactic. He shuts him down and gives the Pog Almighty, just slow into the actual answer. That. Oh, man.
That's a hard one. Can I say what I want to try? Because don't think I tried anything exotic dishes.
Okay, yeah, that's totally valid as well. That
Tron,
counts.
you got 15 seconds. Go, brother. 15 seconds. You got this. Can you get the answer in there? We're down to the final seconds. Pog Almighty, Tron, you got it. Get it down to the 1 second, brother. Wait, say it again.
Alligator.
Alligator.
Ooh, alligator.
He got it. Nice. I love it. Oh, man. Pog Almighty. Yeah. See, I wish I was able to do this like in school. Maybe I would have done a hell of a lot better. Yeah, man. But anyway, so with that being said, that is the end of round 1. And so, Dog, what that means is my personality judges on the stream are going to pick the 2 men who will go through to round 2 in the final showdown. So, Dog, go ahead and move them around, and I'm going to go ahead and, be a Papega somewhere in the elimination screen. There we go, bam. There we go. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. So he's moving them around, and let's see here. There we go. Quite the, I didn't know what to expect coming into today. I didn't because, we got Tron. It's his first time. Urthly had a crazy showing last week, and now it is Blake's first time here. So, I don't know what to expect. This is the ultimate personality show, and ultimately it comes down to the best roast, rebuttal, timeout, round control, which is dominating the conversation with the ladies and dominating the chat room. And, right now, it's just, you don't know really what to expect. There's been some pretty damn good rebuttals so far. There was a roast, and Pog Almighty out in the chat room leading the charge. I don't know why you keep copy-pasting everything in the chat room. There's no point. Makes no sense. Pog Almighty. But anyway, right now as it stands, we got KatElise, Bosnian, and DaniValentyne in a separate judge room going over how well Blake, the disabled Tron, and Urthly did with connecting with them. I drank too much last night. LOL, LUL, we're talking about. You did, huh? Well, guess what? Pog Almighty, your boy did too. Hello, Trauma Scrubs in the chat room. How's everyone doing? So, again, I didn't know what to expect for today. Final qualifier of the men's, 2020 season. I see Al, weird champion, trauma scrubs. It is what it is. Just, you gotta accept it. That's pretty much it. And I don't know why Lexicon copy pastas everything Al does. Hilarious. Don't know why. Makes no sense. Pog Almighty. Let's see, I did it was so bad. There you go. There goes Lex just copy pasting. I don't know why Wozen's doing it. Just one of the resident trolls. Pog Almighty. But, I'm waiting for the DM right now to figure out, who's going through. And I think we just got it. We did not. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second here. Let's, oh boy, I think we might have something. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see here. Yeah, still going over everything. Hello, Socks in the chat room. Socks, I gotta have you back on, good buddy. Been a little while. What else we got here? And disabled Tron, anyone from the grid community in here? Possibly. Hello, Woggles. Woggles, eventually I gotta get you on this WMO. I gotta get you competing. It's gonna be badass, Pog Almighty. I wonder how well Woggles would do. I'm curious. I don't know. You can tell, the man's got rebuttal content, roast content, timeout content. You never know. But I think eventually we might actually call upon Socks to jump on board. But right now, our definitive WMO champion is Scumbag. All right. Oh, my final boss got back to me, Pog Almighty. My final boss for today. All right. So again, if you're on the Discord, we have the rooms privated out. And none of this is done, Johnny on the spot. They're talking about how well everyone's did in the competition. Hello, hey, Tracy. Tracy, you're everywhere. You're like me. I'm always in, people's chat rooms talking, having fun. I try to do what I can, and it is amazing seeing everyone here. You guys are Pog Almighty, amazing, badass. But again, I want to play the advertisement that is going down in October. A lot of time, a lot of effort. The match is literally 2 years in the making. We started WMO. May of last year. Hello, it's Peachaboo. Pog Almighty, how the hell are you doing? It's Peachaboo. I cannot wait to see you compete in the women's WMO season right after June. So July all the way to September. It's going to be insane. We have a list of women who are interested in competing. And his Peachaboo went to the finals against our champion. So we're wondering how well his Peachaboo will come back. Everyone thinks that everyone's going to come back stronger and better for this next women's season. All right, let's see here. I'm still checking out my DMs. Nothing's been established. Still going over everything. Oh yeah, I love this. I love the whole drama behind this. Where everyone's just discussing all the aspects of how well a conversation went. I love this shit. This is exactly what Just Chatting is about. It's exactly what the podcasting is about. The best content in the game. The best discussion. Topics, the whole nine. So that being said, let's start playing. Everyone's calling it Sagamania. I would love to call it Sagamania. But we just called it Saga Gather the Finale because it's the fucking end. That's the end. That's our version of WrestleMania to complete the year. We already have some big time judges for that stream already solidified. It is going to be utterly badass. Sagamania, well, a few, trust me, it's just one of those things. Oh, go talk to Super Kryptonian AR Maestro. Always comes in here saying the road to Sagamania. And Lexicon's already spamming that crap. But anyway, I don't know what the hell to do. But anyway, I'm gonna play the lead up to October. So Pog Almighty, here it is, your WMO Men's Undisputed Champion. right, so there it is. And yes, we do have an elimination. I'm going to bring us to the main panel. Here we go. Woo! And you know what? My shit hasn't taken a shit yet. It's still doing good. Still Pog Almighty. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go, guys. Let me go ahead and fix up the audio here really quick as I bring us back to the panel here. And again, I want to thank everyone who competed today and came on. You know, it's a different style WMO. You gotta love it. It's great. So, but let me go ahead and fix this thing up one more time. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, I think I have it. Bingo. There we go. Okay, perfect. Man, oh man. Voice meter banana, the worst mixer in the game. There you go. Fuck. All right, so here we go, guys. We do have an elimination. Heading to round 2 will be Urthly and Blake the Esports DM. So Tron, again, good buddy. It is about time you competed on the WMO. And you're always my epic motherfucking boss. So Tron, please give me that Pog Almighty outro. Good buddy.
Hey folks, I'm the disabled Tron. I'm one of the most wholesome streamers out there and my smile just brightens up everyone's day. You can find me at twitch.tv, _disabled_Tron. Take care all.
Thank you so much, Tron. You are amazing, dude. A true
They love you, Tron.
Twitch
It's back.
gem.
Bye.
All right, so again, this is it. Round 2's 10 minutes, so please, Doc, move Blake and Urthly into their corners. They got 30 seconds to discuss any form of strategy with their mods, the whole 9. So if they do not know what their arsenals are, what they got left, please let them know. Here we go, guys. Let's go right to the corner cam. Pog Almighty. Let's see if I can get this thing fixed up. You know, I do this thing Johnny on the spot a lot. It is what it is. You gotta fix. You know, you sometimes gotta fix it up to make it work. Let's see here. Bam. Now corner cam 1. Yes. Let's get to corner cam 2. And Pog Almighty. All right. 30 seconds. Do I have it? 30 seconds. There you go. Bam. Okay. So again, you know, it's down to these two. It's down to these two. Round timer clock is a scene. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see it. They got 19 seconds. There it is. All right. Well, again, if you don't know our game, please go to the Discord. We have the ultimate guide, the WMO strategy guide. You get to learn how we judge this thing, point structure, the whole 9. A true game of verbal and psychological strategy and verbal jiu-jitsu. Basically, what it is. There it is. All right. I always tell them 30 seconds, but I always mess with them. Pretty much it. Pretty much it. All right. Here we go. Bam. And that's it for the corner cam. Let's go. All right, so again, you know, we're going to go ahead and kick this thing up really quick. 10 minutes. All right. So again, we want to do some announcements, of course. For October, we finished up the video. Our judge is coming on that day. It's going to be great. So we're doing it as a 2-match sequence. The first one is the women's title defense. Cadillac Meow will defend her championship belt against the winner of the next women's season, which starts between July and September. And the winner of this season will face off against Scumbag in the final hour on October 10th. So we're going to have 6 judges, all 6, 4 of which are relatively new to Twitch. If we can get everything done, it's going to be Pog Almighty Badass. And we're going to announce them all the way up until October, all 6. And it is great. We love you all. Thank you again. Woo! And for those that know in the background, Pog Almighty, thank you. All right, so here we go. Round 2 is 10 minutes. We're going to start with DaniValentyne for questions, and we're going to start with answers from Urthly, and I'm always going to change up the order in which you guys answer it. Here we go. DaniValentyne, what question do you have for my competitors?
If you could bring back one celebrity from the dead to hang out with, who would it be?
Urthly, let's go.
Probably Jay Dilla, dude. That guy was an insane producer, and I'd love to pick his brain about like his process for like sampling and like making music and everything.
All right.
Who would you bring back?
I would probably bring back Prince just so I can go to one of his concerts. Or
Honestly,
David Bowie. Yeah.
Oh
Or
yeah,
David
those
Bowie.
are both great answers. Like
Yes.
honestly, like because there would be so much more we could probably get out of those people, especially after they've been dead. Like imagine if you brought like a great musician back from the dead and they made a fucking album about like being dead. That would be insane.
That would be super meta. That would actually break the fourth wall of being dead. Okay. So a musician, okay? Now if you had to bring someone that was like a producer for a film or something that you would love to see them what was his name's best friend? Oh god, I'm blanking out on the name. He was in Click. Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's best friend.
Oh yeah.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't really know like a lot of dead film producers, but I would like donate like a save to Tommy Wiseau because I would want to see what he would do after he was fucking dead. I feel like that would be on another level.
Another like some zombie shit maybe or no?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. My fiance and I met that guy like almost a year ago, and it was interesting. He was extremely nice. And for some
Really?
reason he was like, it was really weird because he was all geared out in like designer clothes. He had on like the Louis.
All right, we got a timeout. We're going forward.
Thank
You're next.
Damn. Okay.
Same question.
Go,
Yeah,
Blake,
same
go right
question.
ahead.
Go for it.
Okay, so I actually don't know a lot of producers and like directors in general because if you're gonna ask me that question, I'm gonna let you know right now. I just don't know a lot of producers. And I only have like a handful of directors I like really know off the top of my hand. I would also go with someone related in the music industry. I would probably pick guitarists. So like Jimi Hendrix is one that comes off right hand. I would really like. I used to play guitar a lot. I don't really play it much anymore. But I used to be in a band, and like Jimi Hendrix was someone who I always looked up for. Even though I can never play like him because I have missing fingers. So like he has certain like like the ways that he holds his hands and plays the guitar in certain ways that are just like almost like literally impossible for me to do.
We got a rebuttal line. Pause in the round.
Damn.
Go right ahead.
I have a feeling you got the idea that nobody has figured this out from like a documentary made the year that he fucking died, dude. Like everybody knows all the secrets of making all this like dad rock music. Like I'm a Jimi Hendrix fan myself. I think he's one of the best musicians from that era.
But like theory that Jimi Hendrix did, you suddenly magically with all these theory books can dive into Jimi Hendrix's head and suddenly know exactly how he decided to create.
Yeah,
music
it's
or
been
build music
analyzed
or
to
do this.
hell and back. That's considered
That they know
generic
exactly
now.
what he did. That is such a stupid take. Like thinking
Have you
that
seen
you
how
get a dead person's head, and you can magically know how he thought, what he did, especially considering how much LSD he was on all the time. Like, there's no way you know exactly what he was thinking all the time. And stop acting like you do. Oh, they analyzed it. That doesn't mean that they know exactly what he did. Okay, so coming in there and thinking that you know exactly that's such a stupid take.
Yeah, you can just read his fucking guitar tabs. You can analyze all of his performances and figure out all the notes that he played. Like, yeah,
you
you can never know the exact thought process somebody had for making something, but you know what they made and how they made it.
I can ask him what his thought process. That's what bringing them back means. Is you can.
How does the thought process really help when you can already analyze the end product and everything that went into it? Like, I would probably. He's not even a particularly good musician to pick for that. Like, he fucking mostly is famous for playing like the fucking national anthem with his.
What of a musician? His brain is too
avant-garde musician. They're like,
you brought back another producer saying,
you could go with this, and you're just like, oh yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Everyone knows him, right?
So you're a Jimi Hendrix hater. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, that's it. No, wait, that's the end of the rebuttal right there. That's porno, lady. That was badass. Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the WMO. Rebuttals, timeouts, and rows. Let's fucking go. All right, so with that being said, we're moving forward. Bosnian, what question do you have for my competitors?
I keep wanting to ask like these inappropriate questions, but I feel like
Do
we're
it!
gonna-
Do it!
You know
We'll start
what?
with the TOS.
Do it.
Stay with the
Do it.
TOS, but do it!
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are your kinks?
Don't listen to
Like,
those kids. Say it again.
What are your kinks? Like, what do you?
What?
What's like your biggest like? I don't know. What's your favorite thing to do with a girl when you take them home?
Let's fucking go! Wow, where did all the claps come from? What the hell? But anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna start with Urthly, and then we're going to Blake. So Urthly, go right ahead.
Oh, I thought I started last time. But I guess for me, like aside from like sort of the obvious stuff, like I'm a sub, I like getting like slammed into a wall, like choked out, all that stuff. I'm a pretty big fan of oh, this is tough to even say.
Pegging.
I mean, pegging, that's another easy one though. That's like a basic sub kink. But
Easy.
Oh,
Okay.
pegging isn't really that.
I feel like that's not basic at all.
No.
that's pretty, I don't know, to me that's basic.
Oh, no.
But mine, like, if I had to pick, like, so one thing that I'll never forget and have been kind of into ever since is like, there was this one time I was with this girl and she just like stuck her tongue halfway up my fucking like ear canal. Like, you shouldn't like it, but there's just nothing else quite like it. Cause like at that point, they're practically licking your brain and you just feel these chills going down your body. And it's like nothing else. Like, you haven't lived until you've had a tongue as far in your ear canal as somebody can get it, to be totally honest with you. It sounds
can't do
gross,
any of
and
that.
I highly recommend using a Q-tip first. I felt kind of bad because like, I was in high school. I wasn't great at hygiene yet. And I was like, how is she doing this to me? But now like, I feel like I'm ready to go back in there and, do everything right this time. And I feel like,
Like a
there's
douche
just
for your ear.
Yeah.
there's just nothing quite like it.
Amazing.
Imagine your biggest thing is I'm gonna stick
No,
my
wait,
tongue.
no,
down
Blake,
your
Blake, you can't jump in there. You can't jump in there. Oh, boy, Paul
Give me
Almighty.
the timer. Give me the fucking
No, no.
timer, Saga.
All right, so
That's a warning to Blake.
So we
Thank
we
you.
have slowed down with Urthly, so we are moving on to Blake. Blake, go right ahead.
Okay. Did you hear my roaster?
No.
Did you? Okay. Well, never mind. I guess I still have that. Well, awkward. If I had to say, it's honestly being tied down. Like, I like to be tied down. I think it's probably because in most of my life I'm like in like leadership positions, and I've heard that this is actually a very common thing.
Yes, it is.
That
too,
people who
Steph.
are in leaderships want to be.
Yeah.
Which is, I swear to God, like, I mean, my girlfriend is amazing, and I really appreciate her because we do have some of those things here. I wouldn't even mind taking that further. Where that line is, I've always said I'm willing to try almost anything once. There are some things that maybe are across that limit, so I would never want to be peed on personally. Like, that's just something that I don't think I would ever want. Okay, personally, it's not something I would personally feel.
So like
some
grabbing your
people-
face and like spitting on you.
Yeah,
I'd
would
be
you
okay with
spit
that.
on?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I think. I'm down for that kind of stuff, So,
All right.
but to be fair, okay, if you get to ask me that, do I get to ask you that too? What's something that you're into? I think that's only fair. Isn't it?
No, I'm asking you these questions, man.
Bosnian ass.
Yeah, you answer me, man. Let's go.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, so I guess being tied down, I guess that takes it for like, obviously, like people mentioned pegging. I would let someone do that to me. I would try it at least once. I've never had it. So it's a terrifying thought offhand, but just because it's like the unknown, right? Like everyone's scared of the unknown. So, and my only experiences with that are with doctors, and they're not good experiences, right? Like, so like we have a little bit of negative that we're working with here. So, but I would be down with it. I feel like I don't even know what is considered like really kinky anymore because of the
the mainstream culture.
Yeah, the way that sexuality has kind of been like portrayed to like the world now. Like, what defines kinky? I feel like when you get into like kinky stuff now, you get into stuff that I'm worried about, like people actually being hurt on, and that can be dangerous if you're not really careful with it. So I think like that's the thing. Like people mention like knife play and stuff like that, or like choking is mostly okay depending on what you're doing, but there's definitely cases where.
What about like a swing?
Ooh.
Oh fuck yeah. I'd be so down with the swing. Like, yeah, swing sounded fun and exciting. I'd be down for that. So I don't know. I think that's, but it's weird how everything is so normalized now, right? Like,
right. It doesn't phase you when you hear,
Do you think-
he choked me yesterday.
I know, right? Like,
That's
do you think
hot.
that's how available like porn is? Do you think that
I
that's
think so.
That's what I think did it.
Yeah.
It's just like porn is so available out there now that
You could literally look up,
You could look up freaking anime porn. Like that's how much porn.
or like those 3D porns that they have.
right? It's insane how much is out there nowadays, and it's crazy. Like nothing is like I don't want to say sacred because I think that's a stupid word, but nothing is like quote unquote like normal anymore. Like or everything is normal, right? Almost everything. Like you can anything that you can if you can think of it now, there's some sort of porn out there. Like they released a new video game.
The only thing I have to say is as long as they're consenting adults, that's all I gotta add.
Yeah, I think that's 100%. I agree with that. So what's considered taboo nowadays though is fucking. I don't know if there is anything taboo anymore. I think like that's like maybe personal preferences, but I feel like most of the time people
I
are
mean, I
willing
think
to.
it's generally off the market,
Yeah, but there's still porn out there, and is it just a matter of time, right? If you think about it, like right, like the things that used to be taboo are now more normalized. Is it just a matter of time where we get more extreme and things get more normalized?
I think so. And now there's like VR fucking sex games, so I think that's also.
And they also have
Right.
the Bluetooth things.
Yeah.
I know. Oh my God! Just think about that. Like, what if we take things to now Bluetooth regions? So maybe people start to try things and
We got a timer moving forward. Urthly, you are next.
Damn. All right.
Urthly already answered.
Oh, wow, my Pog Almighty, I'm dumb. Wow, never mind. All right, I paused the round timer. I got way too much into it. I mean, with the music and everything. Pog Almighty, wow. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to drink some water. And Doc, please let my competitors know what they have left for an arsenal.
Yes!
Wine.
All right. Wait, real quick. Blake, you have one rebuttal and one roast remaining. Urthly, you have nothing left. Kat, go right ahead.
All right.
I'm so excited.
No, Kat, you're going to be next on this. I guarantee it. And Pog Almighty, there's 1 minute and 23 seconds left, so you could very well be the final question, the final nail in the coffin for one of these guys. So, Kat, what question do you have for my competitors?
Oh, I'm so excited. Fuck. Goddamn. Shit. Why would I pick you over your competitor?
Yeah, let's fucking go. All right, yeah. Where did the crowd come from again? The clapping. All right, but anyway, we're going to go to Blake and we're going to go to Urthly. So, Blake, you have the floor.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it kind of short, just so Urthly actually gets a chance to talk here, because otherwise it wouldn't be really fair for this whole thing kind of going on here. Even though there's 1 minute and 20 seconds left, so I think that you should choose me because I've had better answers. I think I've had more conversations. You've obviously seen more of my personality because I'm the one who's been talking most of the time because no one else is willing to hold a conversation with you ladies. So that's where I would probably start.
All right, moving forward, Urthly, you got 40 seconds. Go.
Well, I mean, I try to keep it short and sweet because that's one of the best.
And we got a roast.
That's the roast.
Pausing the round timer. Your 30-second roast starts now.
Okay, can I go? Okay,
Yes, let's
am I
go,
good?
go.
Okay, well, I mean, I was gonna say a roast, but I mean, there's no reason to let him talk. Let's be real, ladies. I've been the best, and that's all we need to say. Done.
Man, oh my! Oh shit! It gets spicy in the final seconds of the WMO. You gotta love this shit. All right, so with that being said, there is 34 seconds left in the round. Every second counts. So we're going to Danny. Danny, I'm always gonna say it. You could very well be the final question, the final nail in the coffin for one of these guys. So Danny, when you're finished with the Pog Almighty question, I will start the round timer, and we're gonna go to Urthly first. So Danny, what question do you have for my competitors?
I actually want to hear the rebuttal. Go for it.
All right, wait, hold on real quick. So you want to hear what Urthly has to say in regards to what Blake just said?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so
Re-asking that question. Am I allowed to?
You're allowed to. It's whatever you want them to answer, which could very well be a topic or anything along of the sort. So Urthly, go ahead. Your 34 seconds starts now.
I don't know if stalling for time is the same thing as having a lot of personality.
And we got a rebuttal. I'm pausing the round timer. Your 2-minute rebuttal starts now.
I felt I would give you a little bit more time, Urthly, seeing as I've been dominating you in the Wrestly. So I felt like you could use another minute and 30 seconds on top of the 40 seconds where you try to ask questions and it's just embarrassing, right?
I don't
Maybe you should learn how to use your things better, your arsenal, so that way you can actually compete on the WMO. Because right now you just got
I'll
bodied
give you
this
some
entire
credit, actually.
contest.
You bored the fuck out of me asking all these generic
Well, you're
filler
saying
questions.
you get so bored you can't have a conversation with women. Shockers! It's like they don't matter. Like taking the opinions of women. Holy shit, that's hard to do. Wow, imagine I can hold a conversation with women.
No, you were so nice. You feel bad. I didn't talk to you afterwards. I want to see you again.
So fucking boring that I can't stand them. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to talk to you most of the time. I just want to talk to the ladies, and I would rather keep talking to them because every time you've talked, it's been lackluster. It's been no content. It's been.
Is that why you timed me out within seconds every time? Because you're fucking scared.
I didn't need to use my rebuttals. Who's talking here? Who saved theirs till the last 30 seconds, buddy? Right, who got to save theirs till the last minute? Because I was able to consider conversations. Who used it on who? Are you fucking kidding me? I used 2 back to back on the last 30 seconds because I didn't need to use them on you the other times. Are you fucking kidding me? Last 2 in a minute because I was fucking saved because I was able to hold conversation. That's a fucking shocker there, isn't it? Oh, but I'm bad at my arsenal, right? I'm bad at my arsenal. I
timing you out after you asked filler questions for so long, just trying to stall
so
for
what?
time.
You can't hold a conversation. That's my problem because you can't continue a conversation and ask questions and keep them going. That's somehow my problem that I can talk to women and keep them entertained and talk to them and keep them engaging. Holy shit! I never knew that was a skill I had to be worried about. Damn. Who would have knew being able to talk to people is an issue and saving my arsenal is an issue? Wow, it's almost like I kind of watched the game and learned how it was played. Wow, look at that, guys. Who would have thought?
No one felt the need. I've been timed out every time I open my goddamn mouth because I kill it immediately. Everybody just on their phone.
Stop. That is the end of the rebuttal. Pong Almighty, badass. So with that being said, the rebuttal shuts down the rest of the answer. From being answered, question from being answered, whatever the case may be. So we're moving forward. That means, Blake, you are next, and there is 29 seconds left in the round. Pong Almighty, go right ahead.
Oh, I guess I can't really answer a question that I already got to ask there, Danny. So do you want to ask me another one? That would be good. You get anything. I'll give you any question that can be answered in like 15 seconds if you can think of one really quickly.
Favorite color, go.
Oh, it's red and black. And weirdly enough, I actually joined a fraternity once upon a time that had those colors too. So I was in a fraternity. By the way, some of the stuff they do in there is definitely what you see on TV. That is it's definitely questionable. So
and that's it. That is the end of the round. Pog Almighty. It picks up in the final 5 minutes. It all built up to that, especially in round 2 again. Thank you so much. The arsenals are depleted. So now, here we go. Let's find out who your final boss is for this epic showdown. Get ready.
Warning, you are entering a restricted area. Return to where you came from, or be destroyed. Repeat, return to your designated zone, or be destroyed. Message ends.
All right, guys, here it is. Your final boss for this epic showdown is the one, the only. Yes, Fried Out. Welcome. Oh, man.
Oh, fucking boy.
Oh, boy. Every single time Fried Out comes on and let's say he's the final boss, we have no idea what to expect. Literally, no idea. So, Fried Out, you have the floor. Go right ahead.
All right, so I am the final boss. Oh my god. All right.
And he's got a call on Skype.
So I am the final boss. So, Manic, I need you to quit your shit while I'm talking. Before I go any further, I actually want to ask you guys a question. All right? I even want to ask you, if you lost this game, what would be the reason why you lost?
That is badass because that is the same question that Wes had dropped to the final 2 in the women's championship final. Badass is one of our favorite questions for a final boss to do. So, Urthly, go right ahead. I think you might be muted.
I'm muted, bro.
Ah, shit, that might be one of the reasons. I'm just kidding. Paul Almighty, Urthly, trying to fix your microphone.
Can't hear you.
Mute
Can't hear
yourself.
you.
No, he's muted.
We can hear you.
We
Press
can't.
the wrong button twice.
Oh, okay.
I pressed my mute button and then tried to press my push start, but I'm back now. So, anyways, if I lost, it would probably be because, I'll give it to Blake. He's a pretty good interviewer because he's good at asking bullshit questions and filling for time. That's all he's done this entire time. Like, it hasn't really been an expression of personality. It's just been a display of how long he can drag on, like, very menial questions. And, like, I don't know. I'm hesitant to even call him a good interviewer because, like, a good interview, I think a good interviewer is like, hey, it's Joe or like Zach Digital or somebody like that. He's more of like a good job interviewer. Like, he could ask maybe some good questions for if you want to work at a fucking supermarket. Kind of operates at that level of entertainment. So, yeah.
All right, we're moving forward. Blake, you have the floor.
So, if I had to say a reason that I lost, it's probably because I didn't save the judges from hearing Urthly talk earlier on faster, right? Because, I mean, any moment that you have to listen to him talk, you're like, God damn, when does this end? He doesn't say much, thank God, okay? Because if he did, we'd all be like, fuck our lives. Why do we have to sit here for 45 minutes and listen? So I'd probably say it's somewhere along that lines. That's probably where I would say that my weakness probably came in is I didn't save the judges' ears more. And I'm sorry, judges, if I could have done more to save your ears, I would have. There was a limit on what I could do for you.
There it is. That's the final boss.
All right.
Paul Almighty
So,
question.
wait, no!
Wait, whoa,
Shut
whoa,
the
whoa.
fuck up, Saga!
My bad.
All
I don't
right?
know if you had any more
I
than
needed
that
this
right
question.
now.
I needed this fucking question to actually give myself some time to think, all right? I wanted to actually give myself some time to think on which one of these two actually deserves to fucking win. And honestly, let's be fucking blunt here. None of these deserve the fucking spot. Like, seriously. Let's look at this fucking lineup, all right? We got ourselves an inbred that's a mixture of fucking Steven Seagal and Rosie O'Donnell, and on the other corner we have leftovers from fucking 2 weeks ago, all right? Like, literally, you just made this show into a giant-ass interview when they should be fucking interviewing you, all right? You made this thing like this whole entire thing practically like sleep. Like a typical fucking stalling Andy, all right? Listen to me. No one wants to hear your shitty ass Speedy Gonzalez voice bleeding everybody's fucking ears away. Like, seriously.
Oh, hey, what do you think of Twitch nowadays? Hey, what's your favorite movie? What exotic food do you eat? Hey, what's your kink?
Like, seriously, get off of this shit. When it comes to this platform, maybe the reason why you feel like you're not special compared to everyone else is because you aren't as special as anybody else. And it makes sense because your kink is getting tied down. You're forever fucking tied down to irrelevancy, all right? Urthly, listen up. Yo, you kept on getting fucking interrupted and timed out numerous different occasions. Like, I don't even know what to say about you. Like, you're that one kid who wants to say shit, but everyone tells you to shut the fuck up. We don't care about your fucking opinion. Alright? I legitimately thought Tron was going to time you out with TTS spam like
7 Eurovigintillion 777 Eurovigintillion www
and all that fucking shit. Like, your answers bring you out as this typical weeb with this fetish of wanting to something stuck in your ear. Like, shit, I wouldn't be even surprised that that you want to be in some fucking hentai with a tentacle fucking your brain. Alright? So, anyways, that's my roast. Hopefully these guys...
There you go, that's what it's the Paul Almighty. Great job,
Anyways,
right out, wow.
That is my roast.
There you
Hopefully,
go.
These two can get their shits together.
There you go, and that's it.
Honestly,
Thank you
as
so
a final
much.
boss, not a problem.
Nice, thank you so much again, Fried Out, and that's it. So, all right, here's the Paul Almighty point structure. So, Doc, move the personality judges to a separate room, move all the point judges to a separate room, and let's figure this out. So let's go to the Epic Corner Cam and find out who's taking the final qualifier of the men's 2020 season. And there you go. All right, so again, this stuff is completely predicated on how well you do when it comes to a roast, a rebuttal, a timeout, round control. Round control has everything to do with the chat room and the personality judges, how well they engage in the conversation, expanded on a topic, the whole nine. So that's it. So this is it. So whatever team you are with, please let them know. They're in this for money. They're in this for the championship belt to compete against Scumbag, our ultimate champion. Scumbag, the WMO champion, just 4 months ago, the Mia Malkova show, the Invader V show, the Tron show, took away the W, took away the win. That man holds the title. A little over $1,300, and he's going to October to do the same thing. When you have the title, every title defense is a money stream. So who here deserves to challenge for the title? There can only be one title defense. So who played the game the best? Who had the best rebuttal, the best timeout, the best round control, the best verbal jujitsu, the best psychological warfare? Who brought the best content? Who connected with the judges? What team are you with? Thank you so much, Fantastic, by the way. You know, we do have rules, Fantastic, and yeah, I try to structure it the best I can. And then there's certain things that I just say, let it go. Just let chips fall where they may, but at least figure out where it goes from there. But what team are you guys actually with? What team is there? Is there any Urthly fans in there? Is there any Blake fans in there? If you enjoyed the display that was done today, every type, everything matters. No, I know. Fantastic. I know, buddy. And it's great having you on. When I found out you were banned, I couldn't understand why. It made no sense to me. Made no sense as to why you were banned. But at the end of the day, that is old news. You are back. We all know you as Danish. It's good having you on, good buddy. Thank you again. All right. I'm on the blue corner, so we have one for Blake in there. And we got a lot of people who are very undecided, chilling. At the end of the day, just chatting, podcasting, it is what it is. People always have the next thing on. But this moment matters, ultimately, to them. To Urthly. To Blake. They win today. They go to the championship month. In their bracket, Pog Almighty, here it is. So with that being said, the winner of today will meet Faded, Chef CCT, and Japani Jones. Yes, in June, the second week of June, is when they will compete. The first week of June. There's nothing about this that is like literally like what the fuck. Like it is going to be insane. It is going to be nuts. For the first week of June, guys. The first week. It is I Spot You Drop versus Bomb Diggity versus Easy Elias and Tribute 17. I have no idea how anyone's going to get a word out on that match at all. Only one will head automatically to the finals. And the other one will head to the losers bracket, the epic losers bracket final, to have a second opportunity to get to the finals to compete for the #1 contender spot to face Scumbag. Again, tonight is it, May 15th, the men's WMO season 5. We're not having another one until next year. It's gonna be quite some time. And we put all this. We pull no punches. We go for broke. In October, we've definitely done it. We've gone for broke. For those that have stuck with us, thank you so much. For those that believe in what we do and all the time we put into it and all the strategy, October is around the corner. You're going to love everything you see on that day. It is going to be a tremendous 2 hours. 3 to 4 months of booking and talking has completed. October is done. And we're more than happy to announce all the advertising that's going to go down for that day. It's going to be beautiful. Just pay attention to the Twitter. With that being said, if you have no idea how we judge this, please check out the stream to truly know how we do it here in the WMO. All right, there it is. All right, so let's go to the Discord really quick here. Let's get everything going. And here we go. There it
I'm
is.
just
Pog
here.
Almighty, we're back. We're back. Pog Almighty. All right, so here it is. we were all unmuted. We have a definitive winner. We used to say the points very much like the UFC in the very end. They name off the points. But we don't. We just say who the winner is. If you want to find out how you were scored, there's literally 6 people who scored this thing. But you can automatically DM one of the referees to figure out how the scoring went, because the point of WMO is that you have no idea who you connected with and how you were judged, because it is a game of growth. You got to watch it to figure out where you might have failed. Here we go. Your winner, and headed to June, the second week, the knockout stage is... Oh, almighty, those are loud drums. Well, I gotta turn you down. Damn, I can barely hear myself. Oh, almighty. Holy shit. I lost years. 5 years lost already. Pog Almighty, just kidding. I love you, Manic. All right, your winner, and headed to June is... Blake, the Esports DM. Blake, congratulations. We're headed to the main panel now. Again, thank you so much for that. Let's go. All right, so everyone's going to do their outros, going to spare. We're not going to waste any more time. Again, congratulations. I had a few DMs from people saying that, that Tron did good. Again, yes, we're happy Tron joined. We're happy Tron was a part of this. Congratulations again, Tron. You literally did something that not many people in your position would have done, period. And you went out there and did it. So again, congratulations. Thank you very much for that. All right, let's go ahead and do some Pog Almighty outros, but please don't leave the stream yet until everyone's done so I can keep the screen regions going. DaniValentyne, thank you again for being my personality judge today. Hopefully you enjoyed the WMO. Give me that Pog Almighty outro.
I genuinely had a great time. This was really entertaining. And it was something that I haven't done before, so I'm really grateful for the opportunity. But yeah, I will be doing a show tomorrow for anyone that would like to, watch. It's from 8 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. I'm new to making shows, so, I learned a lot of stuff here. So yeah, feel free to follow me there. Social media everywhere is the same, DaniValentyne.
Thank you very much, DaniValentyne. Please stick around, please. All right, and Bosnian, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, I know the DM I sent you, you must have been kind of different, like, what the fuck is this? But then hopefully you also had a good time as well with us here at the WMO.
It was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to everyone roast each other. I think that's something that I was just like, holy fuck. But yeah, I will actually be streaming in like an hour myself. So if anyone wants to join, twitch.tv/BosnianBtch or, oh crap, my camera. Or HannahV.fit on IG, because it's like fitness and Twitch. But yeah, super fun. Thank you for having me. I'm glad I came. Like, it was awesome.
Badass. Please go check her out. Check everyone out here. They're all badass. And Kat, again, thank you for joining us. I hope that you yourself are also enjoying the WMO. I feel like you are. But Kat, please give me that Pog Almighty outro.
KatElise on literally every single platform that I could find. I'm also after this because I'm obviously not going to be sleeping until way late in the morning. But yeah, this was fucking cool as hell. This was so cool fight. That was great.
Woo, let's go. And also, I want to say thank you to my referees, Doc Estienne and Stein. Guys, give me that Pog Almighty outro. Thank you again, good buddies.
Get fucked, Saga.
And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Stein, how you doing, good buddy? Are you gonna give me
Yo.
something nice, or is it gonna be a
Yo.
Doc thing?
Yeah, I love you, Saga. You're a beautiful human being. Thank you for the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. I put on lotion. It's pretty good. But anyway, thank you so much, Stein. And all right, so let me go ahead and unmute my point judges. They remained silent the entire time, literally by force. All right, but again, Chaotic Cold Board, just CRT, Dope Bills Gaming, guys. Give me that Pogo Mighty outro. Thank you again, as always.
Who goes first?
I guess you guys all do it.
Hi, you can find me at twitch.tv/enu.
Yeah, that made no sense. But anyway, that's it. We're going to keep going forward. Manic, again, give me that Pogo Mighty outro, good buddy.
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/medic_studios_tx. I do mainly just art. I haven't been streaming a lot lately because I'm actually almost done with the studio, so hopefully that will be done soon. So until then, catch me next time. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you again, Manic. All right, so here we go. So again, it came down to, you know what? Hold on. Fry now, I'm going to go to you also, dude. Again, good buddy. Thank you as always. You actually wanted to be a final boss today in the final men's WMO season. Thank you again. Give me that Paul Almighty outro.
Yo, so, you know what? You can find me at twitch.tv/frynot, twitter.com/frynot.
I like it. I love it. All right. So again, it came down to your final two, Urthly versus Blake. Both had a great showing. Urthly, please, thank you again. Thank you for competing. I got to have you judging the women's season. But Urthly, please, give me that Paul Almighty outro.
All right. Twitch.tv/Urthly this Tuesday through Wednesday. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream. I'm going to be cutting my hair into a mullet and dyeing it pink. My fiance and I are going to be doing interviews for our polygamous marriage come a couple months from now. You know, we already have Wet Shrimp marrying us. We're trying to see what else we can get. I'll be honest, though. If I had to guess between just going in blind between the two WMOs I've been on, which one was rigged, I love you, Kat, and I love you, Danny. I don't know you too well, BosnianBtch, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. The questions were so boring, I would have assumed this one was rigged for Blake.
Oh, shots fired at the judges. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And that's why you didn't win.
Yeah.
I didn't. Wait, I held that in the whole time. That's bullshit.
Can I retract my vote? Please?
Well, Paul Almighty, we're gonna go forward. Hold on, Paul Almighty, we're gonna go forward. Blake, oh boy. But again, Urthly, thank you so much, man. Fucking content through and through. Thank you, good buddy. Damn. All right, so Blake, congratulations today, man. I'll see you the second week of June, and then in the finals, you know, if you're able to get there, everyone's competing. But the finals, we got a big surprise. So hopefully you can get there, good buddy. You had a damn good showing today. And it looks like you spent the time to really look at the guidelines that the WMO has. So, Blake, well played today. I'll see you in June. Give me that Paul Almighty outro.
Oh, thank you so much, Saga, for having me on here. Clearly, I have to talk to Kat later for that vote. So that's one of the things. You guys can find me at twitch.tv/esportsdm. I do cool things where I talk in like accents. So like sometimes I talk like this. Hi there, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. And you check out my Twitch channel, and we do stuff like that. So hopefully you stop by. Sunday I'm doing a cooking stream where I will be cooking a bunch of different food with my girlfriend. So if you want to stop by, you're more than welcome to. But thank you so much, Saga. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, and that's it. We're gonna go to the elimination screen right now, and again, you know, it was down to, we had Urthly, the disabled Tron on the Esports DM. And at the end of round 1, we saw the disabled Tron lose. Disabled Tron had a great showing. Again, thank you so much as always. And then it was down to Urthly versus the Esports DM. Epic showdown, epic rebuttals and timeouts. However, it was down to the Esports DM, who walked away with the W today. We'll see him the second week of June. Guys, have a good night. Thank you again. For everyone that's DMing me, Paul Almighty, thank you so much. And yes, thank you to the, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who DM me. Thank you. You guys are all badass. I know you guys are relatively new. I will show you guys the whole kit and caboodle. You guys came from the Facebook group. Thank you so much. And good to see everyone in the chat room, the regular Just Chatters. You guys are all badass. I see you on podcast. You guys are all badass. Thank you again. Have a good night. We'll see you for the Paul Almighty podcast next week. We're going to have 30 people on the stream. It is going to be chaos. It is going to be fire. But it's going to be fun. And we'll see you then. Paul Almighty, have a good night.